February the 10th, 2026. As you're looking at our website, bpearthwatch.com, something I want to talk to you about. I'm not trying to sell you anything, but over on the right, as part of our art project that we started probably 3 years ago on rescuing animals, and of course we have a lot of huskies. I think we have 9 huskies now, a shepherd, a lab, 3 cats. We have bird feeders and squirrel feeders too. Of course, they're wild. But we have a husky over here on the right side, and she's beautiful. She's a red and white. She reminds me so much of our male we call Booger, who was when we had 2 huskies to start with, and that was Booger and Bandit. And we lost Bandit. He got out of the fence after his first birthday, and we still look for him, to be honest with you. I check all the reports on rescueme.org all the time. And it's a painful search, but we stay at it. Anyway, what we're dealing with here now, Maggie's been on our website for a few days, and she's over in LA. Remember, over 2 years ago, we had a black and white husky named Yukon that was going to be euthanized that day. We'd had him over here, and it got down to that day, and we just couldn't bear it. And we called and talked to the people there in Los Angeles, and you guys worked with us. And if it wasn't for y'all, we would have not been able to do it. But it cost us, ended up being about $1,000 to pay his kennel fee. And then it was $200 for that and $800 for the transport from there to here, or he was going to be euthanized that day at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. And so we looked and tried to find somebody to get him. You guys pumped the money in here for us to get him and save him. And so they shipped him over. It was something I'd never really seen in that fashion before, but they had one of those large Mercedes-Benz vans with 2 air conditioners on top, and it looked like it maybe had 10 kennels inside it. And they left LA and went to Texas and different states, and they were going to go from here to, I think, New York, Boston, and then make their way back to LA. And they dropped Yukon off here, and had done it just to save him and then try to find him a home, a good home. But we couldn't do that. We didn't have anybody that around here that could take him. So and of course we kept him, and now he's healthy, wealthy, and fat. And I'll say this, guys, we had 2 rescues, him and our mother husky, who spent a lot of time in the kennel before we got them. They haven't been in one since. But they're eaters. And what I've seen is we have, that's 2, so we have 7 other huskies that are not the same. In other words, Yukon has put on a lot of weight because there's always food here. And so has Delta, the mother husky, and they are rotundas. Boy, they are very healthy. The other dogs are normal because they were born here, and all but one, and they always had food out, so it was never like we better eat when we can moment with those. But I think the kennel dogs, it has to be regimented because there's so many. Anyway, back to what we're talking about. We still have Yukon here, and he's part of the pack, part of our family. But over here we have a female, and I'm going to get this a little bigger. She looks exactly like our Booger, one of our first 2 dogs. That's still the one that stays by my side when I feel bad. He won't get up, he won't leave my side. And there's something about the red and white ones. Let me pull this up. Now, this is Maggie. She only has till tomorrow to live. And she's been on the website for a week or so. But she had a kind of a hard life. She'd been brought in, looked like she'd been outside from what I'm reading, and then they're doctoring her back up. Let me say this about this particular breed of husky, the red and white ones, or copper, some call them. But they have a little bit different mentality from what I've seen. They're much more aware. Like all my Huskies, they're playful, and some of them are kind of goofy. That's just a Husky thing. They love to play and be goofy. They mind when they want to and come when they want to and things like that when you call them. But these red and white ones, guys, they are more attuned to humans for some reason. Very attentive, very smart, very protective. And the look, when they look at you, is almost a human stare. I don't know why, and most of them are very thin. Our Huskies get all they want to eat, believe me. And but the red and white ones seem to be on a thinner breed scale. And I've noticed that with our Booger, and if you ever have one, that after he eats a good meal, he'll play really hard, but then he's burning so many calories, and that's why they stay thin, that, you know, he just burns them off fast. And that, again, it's not, I think that they're malnutrition or anything like that, but they're just a thinner breed. But guys, what we need to do is this. If you're in the California area, especially Los Angeles, then take it, I want you to think about it, take it into your heart. You'll never have a better friend on the planet, one that will keep you company, one will look after you, and will never leave you or forsake you. It's just not in their style. So if there's anybody in there with a heart and the room and the ability to take care of a beautiful animal like this, and we've had people, guys, that come from a different state to different kennels around the nation and pick them up and save their life. So it'd be such a blessing if we could keep her from being euthanized tomorrow. Now, again, we've had the ad up there, and we can't keep looking at the information, seeing what's going on, if she's been adopted, things like that, and she hasn't. I know things are hard. In the last couple of years, guys, there's been record amounts of dogs given up to shelters. I guess hard times, but I couldn't do it. We just have to all deal with it together. This is my family. A lot of you guys are the same way. Now, this particular information, let me scroll this down. Now, again, she has till tomorrow. She's a Siberian Husky. You can tell she's full-blooded, female, about 2 years old, they're thinking. Beautiful girl is in an urgent listing because she's declining in the shelter environment and isn't coping well at all. Neither would our red and white. They are so dependent on people and company that they have separation anxiety very bad. But I think that has to do with the loyalty and the love they have for the people that take care of them. It says she's declining in the shelter environment and isn't coping well at all. Dogs on this list, if not adopted quickly, will end up in the euthanasia list. Maggie, female white Siberian Husky, age 2 years old, 35 pounds. Again, they're thin because of they just play so hard and run so hard, and she's not getting that either. Of course, they let them out each day, and I've got a YouTube video that they took, and I'm going to show you that. But notice right here, it says Bonnie, right here with the phone number, and Jacqueline. Bonnie is who we rescued Yukon from. Some of you people out there, some of the people that watch our videos, and thank y'all called and talked to Bonnie too, trying to get information and don't help donate money and save his life. And I'm hoping that we can, if we can't find somebody to immediately go in and adopt her before tomorrow, before the deadline. And his was at 4 o'clock that afternoon. We got him out that morning at about 10. It took 5 days for the transport. Anyway, they were healthy and fine when he got here. But Bonnie's the one that helped us, and this is Los Angeles County. It's the Los Angeles Animal Services North Central Shelter. That's 3201 Lacey Street, LA, California. Bonnie's number's here, 818-430-5959. Another lady there, Jacqueline, is 213-847-0555. Notice in the brown boxes, that's the phone number. Here's the email information right there. You can get that. Now, this is the Facebook page, and you notice it's Maritis Bacana. I hope I'm not slaughtering your name. Anyway, they're saying toss her a ball and she plays with pure joy. You're going to see the video. As if there's no single worry in the world, but time is running out. Maggie doesn't deserve to have that light fade in a cold kennel, especially through euthanasia. But now, again, the separation anxiety, and they quickly overcome it that soon as they feel that touch. Says she deserves safety, kindness, and a chance to recover in a peaceful environment. Maggie urgently needs an adopter or rescue, and says she came in with a couple of other dogs. Again, it's got the North Central Animal Shelter, 3201 Lacey Street. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturday, 11 a.m. to 5. Okay, now that's California time. But guys, what I was going to say is, my mind's kind of racing right now, is that if we can't do anything else, maybe we can pay a little bit of a shelter fee. It's not that much a day. If everybody chip in $1 or $2 and at least keep her alive there till we can get her an adopter. I mean, I don't know where I could keep another one, but if I was close enough to go get her, I would keep her and she would not die and she would have a loving home. But we're 2,000 miles away, and cost a lot to get her this far. And that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to save her life. But I will take every step that I can in order to make sure she does not get killed. Now, what I'm going to do, notice it over here, the times, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Today's Tuesday. Now, that's going to be about 10 o'clock, an hour or so, 30 minutes or an hour or so away, depending on, I can't remember if they're 2 hours or 3 hours with daylight savings time, but I'm going to call Bunny, and I'm going to say, what do we got to do to keep her alive till we find her a home? And we'll go from there on it, guys. And I'll leave a link. If you want to put in $1, do it. Let's keep her alive. We're going to find her home. God has put in my heart, and Tina constantly reminding me that we need to save her. And so let me play the video, guys, and just, again, I'll put a link down to our donate page, and I think it's PayPal, and just a couple bucks, we can at least keep her alive until we find her home. Enjoy this video. They really did a good job on it.
Windows down, elbow hanging out the side, dust trail dancing in the heat on this old ride. Cooler in the back, bare feet on my dash, laughing at nothing, watch the mile signs flash. We're just cutting through the back roads, feel that breeze, riverside, you're leaning up on me. Sunburned smiles and a radio rhyme. Yeah, this is what it feels like. Back road summertime. Back road summertime. Oh yeah. Yellow lines fading, but they still guide. Barns and fields rolling past in golden stripes. Steal my hat, I steal a little kid. If there's a heaven, it's hiding out in this. We're just cutting through the back roads, feel that breeze. Riverside, you're leaning up on me. Sunburned smiles and a radio rhyme. Yeah, this is what it feels like. Back road summertime. A long way